All right, welcome back to another Sort With Me with Strick from the Toy Talk guys. A little bit of a different setup here today. I've got three different zones or three different bins that I'm going to be sorting into, and this is actually all the brick that I have left to sort. So in this bin, that's kind of a lie, but like everything that's like loose and out, I have a few other bagged things that we'll do at some point that are like actually already sorted by color. That just sounds like a nightmare in its own way, trying to dig through color and pick out shapes. But yeah, we'll do that at some point. For now, yeah, I'm just gonna roll through this. So we got like a minifigure type bin. Hopefully that's a little more interesting. And I'm going to be reacting to some of the latest updates and just, let me turn up the brightness on this, in just the last week since we did one of these. So there's a few new sets, including the Mighty Micros, and I'm just looking at Reddit leaks. I'm just going to kind of react to some of these: the Lego Education, the Icons, the Golden Retriever puppy. There's some Bluey stuff. There's a couple other small updates. So I'll kind of just start at the base. Actually, Zelda. We need to talk Zelda. That's probably where we will start because we left off on. Maybe we didn't talk about some of this stuff. So we left off on Pokemon. So let's start off with maybe just like quickly these Lion Dance sets that are coming out for Chinese New Year. I think, or Chinese festival, whatever it's called. Yeah, not my bag. Pretty much gonna skip over those. There's a heck of a lot of them though. Maybe that's how some other people feel about getting Christmas sets all the time, and how many holiday sets people that don't celebrate that holiday probably feel a little bit like that. So not really for me, not super interesting. More botanicals. They're not being shy about making these. Funny enough, my wife saw the roses, and I think I mentioned that on a podcast or at some point. This thing that I might consider getting the botanical roses set. And she happened to just see that kind of like in advertising or something like that. I was like, oh, that'd be kind of cool. We're, expecting a daughter in the Strick household here, as, some listeners of the cast might know at this point, and our name is Rosie, or Rosemary, and we'll call her Rosie. So she just saw this roses and said, oh, that'd be kind of neat. Anyway, these botanicals, I've never really bought one or seen reviews on them or anything. I just kind of know they must be popular with how much they're pushing out. And it caught my wife's attention, which is kind of interesting, but I don't know. I don't know if I'll dive into that. Maybe just those roses for my soon-to-be daughter, who's again due in May here soon. I'm sorry, not May, March, April time frame. Let's see, where you are doing windows over here. So there's some windows over here. Next up are these World Builder poly bags. These are just a little weird for me. I know they've done similar things in the past with these poly bags that look like this, and there's been like Halloween themed ones and Christmas ones, which made a little more sense. Like if you just had like a scene and you wanted to like have it be themed for a specific holiday, those were like really nice sets to look for to use in that capacity. That's a really weird one. I haven't seen that before. That's got to be from Friends. That little like bird. I said on one of these sort and build videos that excuse me, I'm also getting over a little bit of cold. I'm sure that's fun to listen to. That I got a bunch of friend sets from a neighbor whose daughter just kind of aged out of them, and they knew that we collected Lego or just had kids and assumed we like Lego, and we said, heck yeah, like we'll take your Lego. Or I said, I'll take your Lego. I don't care what it is, and ended up being like a lot of friend sets, which are not my favorite. But daughter on the way, who knows? Maybe she'll be into them, or like even my sons have been playing with them, and they seem to like them. So there you go. Who knows? A little Spidey head. Got Spidey. Got lots of Spidey heads. So yeah, these are a little weird to me. They're just kind of, I guess they're semi-themed, but I don't know. They don't like this one's even Minecraft. Like that one's kind of weird. This makes more sense. Like the Halloween one, you can't really see what I'm showing, but maybe I'll show it up on here as I'm kind of going through them. But the Halloween one makes sense to me. And then I don't know. There's a bunch of random stuff. It just seems like a parts bin, but I don't know. Maybe some people like that. Let's get to Zelda, man, the heavy hitter. Zelda, the final battle, Ocarina of Time. I think that's clocking at $130. Yeah, US, 120 euros, 100 British pounds. Great for you guys. I know it's all relative, but at least on paper, that looks like a deal. A lot of people like this set. I'm all right with it. I don't think it's anything crazy special. I know, like, I mean, we just harped on Nintendo, or I harped on Nintendo that whole last cast, and and basically just complain they're not doing more of this minifig scale stuff. So let me take a step back and say this is a heck of a lot better than the Pokemon stuff. So people are rightfully excited. They can be excited about it. I'm still yearning for more affordable stuff. Like give me these awesome 3 figures. You get three pretty great figures in there with Zelda and Link from Ocarina of Time, and then you've got Ganondorf there. Like, oh, you actually get Navi. I didn't notice that. That's actually pretty funny. I didn't really look at. Oh, she looks like it's her own kind of molded piece there. I didn't actually look at her too closely. That's interesting. Yeah, just give me them and with less of this Ganon build. I don't know. I guess maybe some people are excited about that, like that it's that scene. I would have taken like Link's little hut from the beginning or something, or just like a small, you know, portion of either the Temple of Time or Hyrule Castle. You know, I didn't need anything fancy. I'm much more interested in the figures. But that's just me. I don't know if everybody's the same. Some people might really love that build for like, but it just drives the price up, man. 130 buck. That ain't cheap. That ain't cheap for that set. But it is a heck of a lot better than 300. So for comparison's sake, yeah, I think they're getting closer to what the fans want. So I'm not going to knock it too much. So good on you, Lego. Assuming you're kind of listening to that feedback. All right, let's move on from that one. We got some collectible minifig series, series 29. So these are intended to be just a regular old series. I think there's a few gems there's just like a few notable ones in there. Little guitar piece there. I always like that one. I loved when that came out in the minifig series. I think that was the first thing it was in. I like playing guitar. Just really love that piece. There we go, Parrot over there. So they have this first leaked one, and I think actually further up here we actually get the list of them, but this is the garbage monster. I know Mattel's gonna love this thing. This thing is sweet. That might be a future Mattel birthday gift or something, or just kind of a funny thing to send him. That's a pretty sweet little figure. Here we go, yeah, here's Series 29. So we got a soccer goalkeeper. Okay, we'll see what that looks like. Marine biologist. That could probably come with a pretty cool animal, maybe. A tuba player, I'm actually pretty excited about to see if they make like a tuba mold. They've got to do something like that. That would be a cool new Lego piece to get, tuba. I just think that's a cool instrument, also kind of a funny instrument. It's just always hilarious to me when somebody's playing the tuba. Unicorn Elf, that sounds interesting. We'll see. What else you get? Monster Hunter. I wonder if that'll be based off the old Monster Hunter series. I know some of these are kind of callbacks to the previous series. A robot T-Rex. I guess it's like a suited character. We'll see what that looks like. A chocolatier. This is like Willy Wonka. I don't know. It's like a weird translation, but chocolatier. I don't know if it's supposed to look like Willy Wonka. That'd be kind of weird to get like a Willy Wonka type character, so I'm curious what that looks like. It's probably just like a baker, you know, it looks like a baker, but they're making chocolate. I'd have to imagine. Let's see, Boba Cup fan. So yeah, somebody that has a Boba Cup, maybe. Bionicle cosplayer, that's the one that everybody's excited about. That was all the rumors that it'd be called back to Bionicle. I'm sure that's gonna be a pretty sought after figure, and that's neat. I'm not mad at that. That's pretty neat. Mysterious Ronin is rumored to be the Ninjago figure. So called a Ninjago, and then a cute witch, and then the trash monster. So, you know, like pretty close to Halloween time, I think these come out. So I'm not mad at that. I think these are September, if I'm right about that those are coming out. So I don't know, pretty cool there. These Lego education sets were spotted at the store. I don't really know much about the Lego education stuff. I'm interested though, now that I have kids, like if they're really great sets. I don't know much. If you're a fan, feel free to comment below about them if you really love them. This Penguin Heart set. Yeah, I actually kind of, as much as I harp on Brickheads, like, I kind of miss the Brickheads holiday stuff. Those were pretty fun to collect. I'm kind of sad that they got away from those, that style. Maybe I'm not sad, because if these were like Brickhead penguins with hearts and Valentine's Day, I feel like obligated to get them. So maybe it's okay. Yeah, it's all right. We weren't super decorate for Valentine's Day anyway. Ultron versus Iron Man. This is a 4-and-up set, based off of the Nick Jr. show, or sorry, the Disney Jr. show. That could be cool. And there's also a Loki versus Team Iron Man. Oh, actually, man, I gotta look at these. My one son, for a minute, really loved the Iron Man show. That's on Disney Junior. So maybe that's a maybe. It's like a 20 bucks, and what's the other one gonna be? That's what's nice about these 4-and-ups. They're always 50 bucks. Yeah, maybe they'll go on sale. Those are maybes. Bluey. I don't really love what they did with the Blueys. Let's see, Brick Built Bluey, definitely not for me. A School with Rusty and Bluey. There's really no pictures of these, so we're just kind of imagining. Grannies and Bingo and Bluey. I don't know, if you're a huge Bluey fan, that's cool to get more Bluey, not really for me, or, you know, the household here. This Icons puppy, this falls into that camp of like, who is this for? You know, like who's getting excited about this thing? But I don't know, they're throwing it at the wall. There's a nice little printed piece, little ladybug. I don't know if that comes up on the camera. I always love printed pieces are my favorite. You know, my disdain for stickers is equaled by my love for printed pieces, even though that's a stickered piece there, but let's go into the printed section. You might be thinking like, hey, Trick's going awful slow here. Like, is he ever gonna get through these bins? I actually plan on doing a little bit more sorting during the day, where like whenever I just have a moment, I'm just gonna kind of leave this stuff set up and just try to get through some of this stuff, because I am a heck of a lot slower when I'm talking. I just have a tough time multitasking like that. Oh, there's a cool one, dartboard. That's a nice, that is a nice printed piece there. That's actually from one of my modulars that my kids ripped apart. Window piece. I'm going pretty slow here. So Golden Retriever puppy, not for me. I do like that you get a couple different faces. You can put a tongue. How much does this retail for? I should have checked that first. let's see. It is retailing for, I think it just said at the bottom there. What is that? 139, 140. Yeah, I don't know, Lego. I don't know if you're gonna sell too many of those golden retriever puppies as blocky. I don't know. I wouldn't even call that thing cute. It's just blocky. I don't know. I think it looks bad. Maybe you disagree, but I don't think that thing looks good. Here's more education sets. They just have better close-ups. And then last, all right, we're at the last thing anyway. So Mighty Machines blind box from Technic. These, I'm not a big Technic fan. We have 1 or 2 Technic sets in the household, and you know, the one my kids really love, it's actually right here. Let's see if I can pull that. Is it right here? Where the heck did I put that? Maybe it's over here. So we have the garbage truck that came out, I don't know, a couple of years ago. I forget when this came out. We got it like a couple of years ago, and my sons just love this thing. Like it's on par. It's actually super yucky and dirty in here, gross. The kids just like, I don't know, ate something and like got stuck in there. It's so gross. But if I remember all the things, and it's actually like semi-broken. I haven't fixed this thing. Maybe that's for a future video. But it has this really nice, and it comes with a little trash can. Maybe I can simulate it with like just this like little blue piece, but you can pick it up. It's got a nice grabber there, and just like chuck that garbage in. Drop that back in. Really nice. And then, I mean, it's got like steering. That's not all that exciting, but the doors open. It's a big criteria for my sons. Doors have to open, any kind of movement. And then the back used to work, but it had a nice back that flapped up. You can kind of tip it and everything. I'm like so close to the camera. You can tip it. So this is the one Technic thing that we have that's really like built and being played with, but it's one of the things they play with the most, and it actually stays together quite nicely. Like they bang this thing up pretty good. And just the way Technic is constructed, like with all the pins and everything, it stays together fairly well compared to brick belt stuff. At least like, you know, that one example, I'm sure it differs by design and everything, but that one has stayed together, which has been nice. So these Mighty Machines, as they're called, I'm curious. I think this is like not final, like what this is going to look like. They might look completely different than this like artist rendering. I think this is kind of something that somebody made up. It does look very official though, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's either exactly like this or pretty close. I'm interested. Like those would be good, like, you know, stocking stuffer, Easter basket kind of toys, or just like, hey, let me just like keep this for a rainy day, and if my sons do, you know, something extra good, or my kids do something extra good, it's like, here you go, you get this as a little prize. I don't love that they're blind bag. That kind of stinks. Just like, can we stop with the blind bag stuff? I think everybody's over it at this point. Nobody really wants the blind bag. So that's my only gripe on it, is that it's blind bag. Otherwise, it's a pretty neat concept, and I think it would be like a cool way to see if my sons really gravitate towards building Technic. So I think these are like 8 and up is what they recommend on here, at least like, oh no, 6 and up. So my one son, he's about to be 6. He's not the greatest builder in the world yet, but he's getting there. Like he can handle it for an upset, no problem, not with much problem. He's like, you know, with most things, he's actually asked for a ton of help anyway. So he's just that kind of kid who just always needs a lot of help with whatever he's doing. So yeah, I think those look pretty interesting. I'm curious to hear what other people have to think about them. And there's a lot of comments on this Reddit thread. It seems like most people are just more asking questions like, oh, it's like, are they going to be different colors? You know, from the picture it just looks yellow, but I think a lot of people are pretty interested. You know, this like not mad, but not super like, oh, this is amazing, which I don't even know who would be. But yeah, just kind of a neat little thing. Like I'm not mad at that from Lego. Like I don't know if they have a price on them yet, but I imagine can't be more than $10. I would imagine for a little blind bag pack. I would hope they're like $5-6 maybe, which is nice, you know, just like a quick little, hey, yeah, let's pick up a little Lego from the store, and you know, we don't know what we're gonna get. Hopefully we get something cool, and even if you don't, then you got like more parts, and you can kind of make your own thing if you get the same thing again. Maybe is part of the appeal there. So yeah, I think that's it for today. Again, I think I maybe sorted like 10 pieces, if that, but really chatting with you guys was the real purpose for these videos. This is just kind of something to do, and while I'm reacting to this stuff. So hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't even thumbs up or subscribe. Just like tell a friend about the show, or just tell, like, you know, it's kind of this weird thing this dude does. He sorts and talks about Lego. Just tell a friend. That would help out tremendously. So thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the next one. And yeah, until then.